Hey guys, so today I am gonna be talking to y'all about my first clinical that I had for LPN school. It was quite an experience, I will say that much. It was very interesting. So if you want to hear the story, then stay tuned. So I'm in my car. I was trying to do Postmates, but I guess I came at the wrong time. I don't know. I'm not getting any deliveries. I also have a video on that, which will be posted pretty soon, about my first experience with Postmates. On Thursday, which would have been the 23rd, I think, I had my first clinicals, and it was at a long-term care facility. We were broken up into 3 groups, and all 3 groups went to 3 different places. I went to the clinical, or the long-term care facility that was right next to my house, because we had to be there at 6:30, and your girl was not going to drive to Titusville and be there at 6:30. It was just not happening. So I chose the one that was right down the street from my house. I mean, who wouldn't do that? Anyways, we get there at 6:30. You know, people is not always morning people, so I expected people to be cranky or whatever. Went there, and people was not really speaking or whatever, and they didn't want to take student nurses. Sorry. They didn't want to take student nurses. They didn't want nobody following them around, messing up their little shindig or whatever. Because, you know, people cut corners and stuff like that, and we're watching. We finally get partnered up with people. Most people got split into groups of 2, but I had my own personal CNA, so I was by myself. And I was like, okay, cool, I've done this before with my CNA, so I'm not really too, you know, anxious or like worried about it. But they was like, I'm gonna let you know that some people have personality issues, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh Lord, just don't give me a person that has an attitude problem, because it's 6:30 in the morning. At this point, it was 7:30 by the time we got somebody to help us out. So we're spending an hour doing nothing. Anywho, we finally get partnered up with somebody, and they start getting the patients ready, which is what I expected. I did not expect my CNA to turn this lady to the side, slap a washcloth in some water, and put a little bit of soap in there, and like literally just splat it on her face, and went like this. That was her washing her face. Then proceeded to slap it on her body like this. So, not a real bath. It was not a real bath. It was okay. Okay, let's try this again. She slapped it on her body, got in between her legs real fast. I think she might have washed underneath her arms. I don't really remember. It all happened in less than 30 seconds. Then she took that washcloth, put some lotion on there. She said like that, right? Slap, slap, slap. Just slapped it on her. First of all, she didn't even touch her feet, and her feet needed work done. Second of all, she didn't wash her booty. Okay, that's one thing to clean your vaginal area, but you need to get your butt white. She had lotion all on her side of her face. That was her call giving her a bath. Okay, did she dry her off? She dried her off. Let's say she dried her off. She slapped the clothes on her. The lady was, ow. She was like, I'm not gonna fight with you today. I'm not gonna fight with you today. Da 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 da. Right? Clearly, this lady is saying ow for a reason. You're too rough. You're rough. You need to slow down. Okay? She didn't care, but I thought that this lady was just an aggressive person based on how she was treating her. But come to find out, when I fed her, she was such the sweetest lady, and I realized that she was saying out for a reason. Like, they didn't, I can go on and on about this. I really don't want to make this video too long, but in clinical experiences, unless they are literally hitting them or like punching them or something like that, then should you speak up. But it's hard to like report every little thing that you see, because number one, I don't think it will go very far, because you can feel the vibe out. If you reported something like what I saw, they're probably gonna disregard it, just being honest. But if the lady was actually beating her up, then yes, I would have told my clinical instructor and we would have reported it, okay? Even though I didn't like what I saw, I know that that's what really happens in those type of places, which is very, very sad. It's very disheartening. So that was that. Here is the part, y'all. Here is the part. I got into it. My first clinical day. I had to call on the Lord multiple times, because I had to realize that people are miserable, and when they see people coming in, especially students, there's going to be jealousy because they wish that they were where you are. And that is where you have to know that, baby girl, you're not finna get me kicked out of this program over some petty stuff. And that's why I had to just realize that you're winning by not saying anything and making it out of this thing alive, okay? Winning is not going back and forth with these people, because that's what I wanted to do. But I knew I couldn't do it. So let me tell y'all the story real fast. It's lunchtime at this point, and everybody was getting put into the dining room, except the lady that I was telling y'all about earlier that got slapped and all that stuff right there, right? They left her in the hallway. And I'm like, well, why is she the only one being left in the hallway? And after some time, I was like, it better not be because this lady is black. And I hate to pull this race card, but I was just wondering, everybody else was there, and it was the only black, she was the only black lady. I'm sorry. Let me get off of this, because I don't want to offend nobody, but that's just how I felt, okay? You're not finna disregard how I felt. That's how I felt. So I was like, everybody started taking their places. I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll bring so-and-so into the dining room. So I bring her into the dining room. I go out there about to push her into the dining room, right? Why did another CNA come out? She didn't say nothing to me. She didn't talk. She didn't say nothing to me. She just proceeded to try and take over the wheelchair. And I'm like looking at her. She's looking over here, and I'm looking at her like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I got her. I said I could push her in the dining room. I didn't say what I was just, I could push her in the dining room. So she was like, oh, okay. I'm perfectly capable of pushing somebody in the dining room. So I peeped that. Then I was like, can you tell me where she sits? She's like, oh, you can sit her in the back table. I'm going to feed her. Okay. So nobody was worried about her in the beginning. But now that I've shown concern, you want to push her in the dining room. Now you want to feed her. Okay, cool. I'm not going to argue with you. So I'm just sitting around in the dining room. Nobody says anything to me. Nobody was talking to me. I was non-existent to these 4 people. Non-existent until I pushed this lady into the dining room. So, come on, little kids. Come on. I was like, okay, well, not at this point. I'm just like, what am I going to do now? And they were looking at, because they could see that I was just like, what the heck? They was like, oh, you could cue this lady right here. You can just tell her, you know, what to eat, whatever. She speaks Spanish. So I'm just trying to cue her the best way I know how, you know, with body language. And she was very sweet. I go to get the chair that was sitting next to another patient at the same table. It was 2 patients at the table. It was a chair next to the other patient, right? So I dragged the chair literally 2, I wish y'all could show, literally 2 inches away. Everybody screaming at me, no, that's his chair. You can get the chair over here, way over on the other side of the room. The chair's right here. And not only that, they acted as if there wasn't another chair on the other side of the same lady. So there was 2 chairs on for the same lady. What difference did it make? So now I'm like, y'all trying to pick a fight with me. said, you know what? I'm just finna stand. Because at this point, I was pissed. I was like, I'm finna just stand. No, you can't do that. It's state law. You can't feed somebody standing up, blah, blah. And I said, in my head, I was like, dang, they right. Because that's true. You're really not supposed to. And I was like, bruh, at this point, I'm just finna walk out. So I said, you know what? I'm done. As I proceeded to walk out, y'all, listen to me now. Listen to me. As I proceeded to walk out, yeah, just leave. Everybody. She got such an attitude. She has an attitude. Just go. I didn't say anything. I went to my clinical instructor. I told her, I said, I have a problem. On the inside, I was on 10. Matter of fact, I was on 11. I told her this situation. She said, okay, come on, let's go. This the part. We walked back into the dining room. We're walking, like, just checking things out. As soon as, upon arriving, the same man that was yelling at me, saying, just leave. He said, what's the problem? What's the problem? What's the problem? He just kept saying, what's the problem? And my clinical instructor turned to the side, like, she gave me the side eye, and she was like, is that man talking to you? I said, yes, ma'am, he is. And she said, okay. So she turns around and she was like, I understand we have an issue here. What's going on? Everybody was like, she has an attitude, and we're sitting here trying to tell her the state laws and stuff. We're trying to tell her. And she was like, is this true? And I said, yes, ma'am, it is. Because it was. They did tell me that you can't stand with feeding. Even though I already knew that, I was not processing that because they were yelling. It's all in the way you tell people stuff. First of all, you was petty about the chair. So that's what caused y'all to talk about that. And I said, but you see, as you can see, the attitude that we have here, this is what I was dealing with. She was like, okay, cool. And you know what she made me do? She made me go back to that table and feed the patient, even though the atmosphere was the way it was. And in that instant, I told her, I said, no, ma'am, I'm not doing it. Because I don't like putting myself in situations like this, because I am still a work in progress, honey. Listen, I'm still a work in progress. But I appreciated it at the end because I understood what she was trying to teach me. She was teaching me that in those situations, you cannot always run. In the nursing world, like, you're not always going to be able to just walk away. You're going to have to deal with it. And it's not about you. It's about the patient. And I realized what she was teaching me. So even though I was pissed on the inside and I wanted to knock his block off, like, I wanted to smack him. Wanted to smack the mess out of him. Like, I wanted to choke him. I understood that it was a deeper meaning. It was a bigger picture. So, yeah, that was my clinical day. Like, then the other half, I was chasing my CNA around. I couldn't find her. So I just made myself use. If I seen a call light on, I went in the room. I just started helping. Child, I basically was just working there. Like, I didn't need any assistance because I wasn't getting any. So I just, made use of my time. Whatever. So my first clinical day, I would say, was slightly decent. Not even. It was horrid. But, yeah, I'm glad I have this situation out of the way. Hopefully I don't have to go back. We have clinical rotations, so I'm thinking I may have to go back there one more time. But compared to the other groups, we have a group me. They were all saying, oh, this long-term facility was so beautiful. They were sending pictures. It looked like a freaking hotel. Everybody was nice. They had an awesome time. And I'm sitting over here like, well, I was about to fight somebody. And y'all telling me y'all had a joyous time. Thanks for putting it in my face. But I'm happy that my classmates had a great time. But I'm just like, just prepare for Motel 8. Matter of fact, it was the trap house. It was freaking filthy. It was dirty. The break room, bathroom, I wanted to vomit. I would rather pee outside in public with everybody watching me on a bush than to use that bathroom. That's how disgusting it was. So, to wrap this story up, I hope you guys enjoyed my little clinical story time. I will definitely have more to make, obviously, through this year. I also am going to try and make a video when we have simulations, because we have simulation lab, and I can literally like show y'all what it looks like, the mannequin. You can do anything to this person. You can draw blood. They have wounds, they have skin tears, that you can take vitals on them. They breathe, they talk, everything. So I was so excited. I had my first simulation. Obviously, I didn't bring my phone, so I wasn't able to record or take pictures. But next time we have a simulation, I don't think my teacher minds, because she actually wanted us to take pictures. Video, I don't know. But if I can get videos, I would definitely take video for y'all so y'all can see. I'm just super, super excited. I am on my... next week will be my 4th week in LPN school. So I'll keep you guys posted. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like this type of material, if you guys want me to talk about something in particular about LPN school. I am more than happy to make a video. But until next time, I will see you guys later. And y'all know I love y'all. And I'll see y'all later. Let's try it again.